There is such an Oriental movie that describes the relationship between father and son, which is subtle, delicate and tender. It is The Postman in Mountains, which was released in 1999. The name sounds a bit earthy, but the connotation is fragrant and poetic. It shows that only Easterners know how father and son can be. The sky was a bit dark and mountains, song of birds, fields, were still covered in the fog, but the family in the post office had already woken up early. The father was packing the parcel, although the son had packed it up yesterday, 'cause he thought that it was the first time the child was working as a postman in his hometown.
来回一趟啊，223里，要站3天，中间歇2个晚上。
The mother, who was preparing breakfast, felt that she had no need to worry about food and clothing now, while her son believed that there must be a state cadre at home.
乡员是国家干部，我接班和进城打工可不一样。
When the son walked to the door, he had to carry his father's heavy postal package on the back. A wolf dog ran in front of him. The dog was called Lauer. It was his father's old partner on road. The son need to go with Lauer. It is not without him on the way to deliver the mail, but Lauer is close to this father. No matter how to persuade it, it is indifferent. So the father only to change clothes and go with his son.
妈，你回去吧。妈妈的，叫得亲。
The son is not used to walking with his father, so he is ahead. When they left the village, they were on the hiking trail. The dog walked in front of the two of them. His father was afraid that the child was not used to walking and wanted the dog to walk slowly, but the son felt that he was despised by his father. He decided one thing. If his father didn't say rest on the way, he wouldn't rest. The bluestone road was a little narrow, and when he encountered pedestrians, his son seemed a little flustered. The two walked across the bluestone road to the top of the mountain. When they were resting, they asked each other if they were tired. The son felt happy, because he and his father rarely had such a tacit understanding. But the father showed a bitter expression. He used to walk on the road carrying a parcel on his back, but now he is so uncomfortable when he walks with empty. His father rocks away from home all year round. His legs and feet have some problems. After a long time of treatment, it does not work. The son thinks that he is worried about retirement. After that, he couldn't continue to treat the disease. But in fact, the father just thought that if his legs and feet were cured, he could continue to work, and he didn't need his children to suffer this pain.
我不是在说治病，
你就是在说治病吗？
Because his father was often away from home, he was rarely beaten. But in fact, the son felt unfamiliar with his father. Whenever his father came back, he would always play late. It was not because he didn't want him back, and he also couldn't tell what he was afraid of. So the son seldom called his father dad since he was a child. His distance is getting farther and farther. Suddenly, the son found that his father was not following and got flustered.
那我爸呢？他去哪儿了？
邮包呢？
Although the parcel was not lost, the father still lost his temper, which made the two of them more silent. Now he is still the same as when he was a child. He is unfamiliar and afraid of his father. When he came to Wenfeng village, his son's expectations would be like in the movie. The villagers gathered around to take the letter in his hand, with satisfied smiles on their faces. But the reality is when they came to the village committee, there was no one there. The son was a little disappointed. The father asked his son to sit and wait. He said that as long as the lower barked, the villager would know we came. Sure enough, the secretary appeared soon. He chatted with his father again and again, and heard that an outsider like his father eventually became either a model worker or a cadre. The father had been working for many years, but he had to retire and never received praise. He did not want his son get sick like himself, but the son doesn't care about this, but feels injustice for his father.
他说，他要给我记功。没想到啊，他一面让你去培训，一面让我退休。
那乡里村里的，也不给你写封表扬信。
写是写过，我没让发。哪里有自己给自己投递表扬信的？再说，谁又表扬他们了？
After finishing speaking, the father took his son to the door, and the villagers all gathered around at this time. The son was very happy when he saw the picture he was looking forward to. Then the father introduced his son, who took over his postman job and continued on their way.
后，我爸一直没回头，乡亲们把我们送到村口，还守在那儿看着我们走远。他们是来送我爸的。想想刚才说的那些话，挺伤他的。其实我想要的，我爸何尝不想要？
跟你妈妈讲，
只是想要的东西，并不一定就能得到。
来信啊。
不过也不能说我爸什么也没有得到，至少这些乡亲们